Welcome back. Media Watch now. James Creedon is rocking and ready to go. James, when Nicolas Sarkozy walked down that red carpet out of the Élysée Palace, some people said, oh, that's it now. You won't see Nicolas Sarkozy again. But I understand he's the picture of the day.
He is indeed. People are saying, oh, look at him there, just one of many, one at the same rank on the French Constitutional Council. It's one of these, senior bodies in France. And I suppose a man who's used to being centre stage, this is the picture of the day. Let's have a look at it right here. It's a poor quality CCTV picture, but you can see him there up in the top next to, I think it's Jean-Louis Debré, who is the president of the Constitutional Council. It's one of these sort of shadowy bodies that doesn't get a lot of attention except when there's a big constitutional issue. And there he is. Now, actually, the image that got a lot of attention is at the end of the 40-minute session, and I think we have it here. He decided, for whatever reason, to rip up a piece of paper. I think we'll see it now in a second. It was perhaps the notes he was taking, perhaps something he didn't need, who knows, but in any case, he spent quite a bit of time ripping up a piece of paper. Has he started yet?
It wasn't the French Constitution he was ripping up, was it, by any chance? Controversial character that he is.
There. I'm wondering if I got the right video or not, but hold on, has he started?
There he goes. He's looking at his notes.
No, I think that
cut away to somebody else.
I think that might have been the wrong video. In any case, there was a video, perhaps I've taken it offline at this stage, of him spending quite a bit of time ripping up paper. So people were saying, oh, is this his new life?
This is a new role. This is a new role for Nicolas Sarkozy, ripping up paper at France's Constitutional Council, which of course is one of the great and good places of judgment in the country.
Do you know what I was reading today?
It puts him in a position of power and influence still.
That's right, €11,000 a month for a 40-minute session usually, so it's not badly paid either. And they're called les sages of the Constitutional Council, the wise ones. This is the official title they have.
The first time that Nicolas Sarkozy has been called a wise one.
In recent times, certainly. Wise isn't the first word.
Hyper-president or hyper-president, yes, but the wise man. It's a strange feeling, isn't it?
But I thought, les sages, and you also have les immortels for the Académie Française. So you've got
of course.
The immortal ones.
We'll end up there.
The immortal ones.
You and me, we'll be in the Académie Française one. Académie Française.
We're the mortals, I suppose.
We'll be the immortals of that.
But they do come up with these lofty titles.
Guardians of the French language. That's you and me.
Right. What I suppose we could do as good a job as
But there's so much English enters French these days that it's possible to have conversations using English words with French accents, and it can work. True. And there used to be a movement against that at the Académie Française.
But I think they've realised that nowadays it's hard to keep the English out. Yeah. And speaking of, we've got Mr. David Cameron rolling out the red carpet. This has been another big topic of conversation.
This is priceless, isn't it?
He's inviting French tax exiles because of this new 75% tax rate for earnings in excess of $1 million that Hollande is going to bring in.
Yep.
The Guardian is against it. Let's have a look at their headline. In wooing French tax exiles, Cameron makes a mockery of democracy, they say.
Okay.
Daily Mail seems to be a little bit more just talking about the fact that Hollande is setting to tax and spend. So Cameron invites, nothing wrong with that from their point of view. You've got this left-leaning blog in Britain, which is called Left Foot Forward.
Left Foot Forward. That's
right.
Funny. I like that.
And they're pretty critical of this move as well. They're saying George Osborne, the British Treasury Secretary, he actually called tax avoiders morally repugnant recently. And here you have David Cameron trying to attract the French ones. So there you go. And some French people on Twitter as well saying, Cameron is recognising the needs of French tax exiles to secure terrible transport and to shore up a bad health system. So this is somebody poking fun at Britain's.
Do you know which city it has the sixth highest population of French people? Which city?
I've heard this. I've heard that it's London.
It's London.
London town, right?
So London is actually France's sixth biggest city because there are so many French people living there now. So clearly there's some kind of movement that's begun already, whether it's because of lack of opportunity or they think the streets are paved with gold or they like watching Arsenal. I don't know what it is.
Will it continue? Will it continue? Cameron would like to see it continue. And what they're saying now is tax policy is almost fair game between countries as a way of attracting business. And now there's one photo I want to finish with, Mark. This was on social media today, not fully related, but this is an 1805 English chamber pot.
Excellent. With
Napoleon in the centre. So I suppose it's a way of reflecting that these Franco-British spats, nothing new.
There we go. Fantastic stuff. Reminiscent of Saddam Hussein putting George Bush on a mosaic outside the big building in Baghdad. So people walked over him.
Right. So, back in the day, I think that in 1805, it was the same lark.
Yes, take a poop on Napoleon's head. Oh, there we go. There we go.
You said it exactly.
What price the entente cordiale. Thank you very much, James Creedon, as ever, with Media Watch. Thank you very much indeed. Stay with us. Short break after that. Back with more news, some sport, and some culture. You're watching Live in Paris on France 24.